My name is Vegin, and I live in this building for about 4 years. I share an apartment with my sister. I'm 75 in August. August 10, I'll be 75. Yes, I live here in Gardens building in Glendale, and it's 4 years now. When we heard about the gardens and the affordable housing, we filled the application, and we got a good number on that, 11. So we were notified that we can move in. Of course, this was about 8 months after the lottery. Then we moved in without any other thoughts, because the main reason is the affordability of the apartments. Because if you are a single, it is almost impossible to live on Social Security income only. And so we decided to share the apartment with the sister. And then we could pay the rent, and then we had some money left for the whole other things. Actually, we don't, even the rent is not very high, but we don't save any money. Now, the reason is the bills are high. For example, we pay about $100 only for the charge to cable and the internet. So, and these days you can't have it, you can't do without those. The bills are high, and then I'm driving an old 94 Geo Prism, which it costs money for maintenance, oil change, car wash and things like that. So we barely make it. We don't save much. During this 14 years, we have been able to manage one vacation. We went to Canada. And this was the whole savings from that we could make. If I were alone, I would be homeless. With Social Security income, you can only rent a single, and no money left for the other expenses. So I think this has saved us a lot from this misery. Unfortunately, I have the car. Sometimes I go out quite often, and I do all the shopping myself, because the sister is not able to walk long distances. Well, if something happens to one of us, then the other, you have to pay the whole, if you're out paying a commercial rent, then the whole thing should be paid by one person. But here, there's one good advantage. See, if one of us, something happens to one of us, which is natural, then we can continue living in the same apartment with almost half of the rent. This is what I know.
Yeah.
So this is a great advantage of that.
Great.
And then, we knew about this, and this was the main reason we decided to fill the application and wait. And fortunately, we didn't wait a long time. I don't know why. Our number is 11, so okay. There was people who used to work here, one of those. Because most of these guys have caregivers, and one caregiver was our neighbor. She said, okay, they're giving out applications. I said, can you get this one? He said, yes. And he got us one, and then we just mailed it. Because it's pretty easy, it takes a long time to get to the house, but getting an application wasn't too difficult. So. And all we did is fill in and mail it. Of course, we met the conditions. we were both over 65, and we were getting only Social Security. So we had the conditions to meet. I know the hundreds and maybe thousands of people just in California who were waiting for this kind of opportunity. And my relatives, you know, they sometimes come and say, is there any vacancy in this building? Just the answer is, like she said, where there are 200 people on the waiting list, 300 people on the waiting list. So it is, you can see how important it is. And I don't know, but unfortunately it looks like it's the only government enterprise. No private investment is being, this is what the bad thing about it.
Yeah.
One word, well, it saved me, saved my life, I think. Honestly, yes, because like I said, there is a danger of homelessness always for an aged person. And if you don't have savings, you don't have any money back home, so it's a long time we have left everything. We left everything out. So this is, yeah, it saved us from being homeless.